Welcome to Oracle HCM. This is our new HR system called GolfDrug Talent. It consists of self-service as well as of performance management. And right now we are going to look at what our homepage consists of, and we will also view the organization chart. On the homepage you can find four icons: My Dashboard, Work List, GolfDrug Pulse, and GolfDrug Learn. Let's click on GolfDrug Pulse. GolfDrug Pulse will take you to the company's monthly newsletter page. You can access it with the username Pulse and the password GolfDrug. The newsletter contains pages such as People, News, HR Corner, Your Monthly Treat, and so on. It has all the latest updates about GolfDrug. GolfDrug Learn will be launched in March or end of April 2017, and it will give you access to all learning resources in GolfDrug. To find out information about your team's structure, you will need to go to Navigator, then About Me, and then My Portrait. On the left side, under My Portrait, you can find your name, picture, and information about your employment. In the Organization Chart tab, you are presented with your team's organizational chart with pictures and names. You can access various levels of this by clicking on the plus sign under each portrait card. On its upper left corner, you are provided with the option to change the display type of the chart. Other options still are providing you with the possibility to see various levels and information about the team members. By clicking on a team member's portrait, you are taken to a page where you can see their basic information and details, and you can review their performance. This will be discussed in detail in Performance Management module presentation. When receiving notifications, you will be required to take an action on them. You can access these notifications on the top right corner where you see a bell. The number in red is how many you haven't accessed completed yet. If you open a notification and a pop-up does not appear, you need to disable your pop-up blocker. Just go to the top right corner where you have a small red X, click on it, select Always Allow Pop-ups from this side. Please note that this is very important, otherwise you will not be able to access your notifications in case they are blocked by the browser that you are using. Once again, click on Always Allow Pop-ups, and this will be saved in your browser settings. This will allow you to easily access all the notifications that you receive. On the home page, you can find updates that concern the entire company. On the right side of Worker News, click on the arrow to access information such as internal memos or news. To go back, click on the arrow found on the lower left corner. Lower left corner. To view your team structure, go to Navigator, About Me, My Portrait. Next to My Portrait on the left side, you can find Organizational Chart. This gives you a full view of your team members' names, designations, basic information, and reporting lines. To access multiple levels, click on plus or minus above and below the portrait cards. On its upper left corner, you have other options. So, by clicking on the left, you will find other display types of the chart. You can still see the same information, but in a different way. You can make chart bigger or smaller if necessary. You can also use the snipping tool in your system start page to cut and save it into your own desktop. Every portrait card of your colleague will show the information about their location, unit, contact details, and so on. To change personal details, go to Navigator, then About Me, My Portrait. On the left side, under Actions, click on Change Personal Information. This opens a new tab that contains information about your marital status, name, address, phone numbers and contacts, or emergency contacts. You can edit and update these details at any time. Under marital status, you can choose one of the options given and mention when their effective date was. Under address, you can input your both UAE address and your home country address. You must select which is your primary one. Under phone number, you can input multiple phone numbers, differentiating between work and personal ones. You must select which is your primary one. Under Contacts, you can add multiple new contacts or choose current company employees as your contacts should you not be reachable. You must mention name, your relationship with them, phone, email, and whether they are an emergency contact or not. You can see all of these fields on the screen. The details updated by you will be available on your page once they are submitted to HR for approval. For that, you will need to click on Submit. Once you are done, click Submit, and it will go to the HR department for approval. From the Navigator tab, go to About Me, My Portrait. My Portrait will allow you to see information about your department and growth. This includes competency gaps, performance goals, and development goals. In competency gaps, you can see comparison between your performance levels and your position's projected competencies. In performance goals, you can maintain the status of your previous and current goals. In development goals, you can set future goals for you to reach. This will mostly include the goals that your manager will set for you to achieve, both performance-wise and career development-wise. Under Experience and Qualifications, you can edit skills and qualifications to update the level of your competencies. You can then review performance evaluation as well. This shows your performance evaluation rating. In this video, we will show you how you can apply for leaves. From the Navigator tab, go to About Me, My Portrait. Here you will find information and various options that will help you to manage your absence records. Under Manage Absence Records, as shown on the screen, you will need to click. This will lead you to leave details, where you can apply for leave, see your leave history in the system, as well as the leave balance you have for each type of leave applicable to you. To apply for leave, go to Add or Plus, select the type of leave, and then fill in the required information. If you do not remember your last leave date, which is available just once we scroll, So if you don't remember when you obtained your last leave, you may either view it in your leave history or type in any date, because HR will still review it and will correct in the system if necessary. When informing about handing over job 2, you may type in the name of your replacement along with their designation, email and phone number. Leave dates that you select sometimes may start with or finish with on a weekend. You will receive notification that you have just seen, and you will need to adjust your dates to start or end your leave on working days in accordance with the UAE labor law. You can either save the information for future use or you can submit it for head of department and HR approval. This video will show you how to proceed with document requests. From the Navigator tab, go to About Me, Personal Information. This will take you to My Details, where you can access information about documents related to your employment with Gulf Drug. Above your picture, click on the drop-down menu, click on Personal and Employment. Click on Manage Document Records. To request or access documents, click on Manage Document Records, create plus or sign, then select the type of action as document request. Then from the document action, select the type of support you need, and in document code, you will need to type in the name of the document, which you will see in the document action tab. Document action must correspond with document code. When you are coming back from leave, you will need to submit your rejoining confirmation here as well. Fill in relevant details. And then you will need to click on Submit. Under Approvers, you can see who will be approving your request. In this case, it will be Head of Department and Human Resources. Click OK or Yes. Once it gets approved, you will get notification through the system. This video will show you how you may upload documents into the system. From the Navigator tab, go to About Me, Personal Information. This will take you to My Details, where you can access information about documents related to your employment with Gulf Drug. Above your picture, click on the drop-down menu, click on Personal and Employment. Click on Manage Document Records, click on Create or plus sign, and select the type, which will be called Document Request. Under Document Code, you will need to mention what you are going to upload. And under Document Action, you will need to select everything or specific action that will start with Upload. And after that, you will need to fill in the relevant details that are mentioned in the document that you are going to upload. To attach anything, click on plus sign under Attachments. and attach the file that you have just described above. Fill the title and description as well, please. These details, after you submit this information, will go to HR for review and approval through the system. Click yes. Once it gets approved, you'll be notified by HR. This video will show you how to view documents information. From the Navigator tab, go to About Me, Personal Information. This will take you to My Details, where you can access information about documents related to your employment with GovDrug. Click on the orange arrow, click on Personal and Employment, and then Manage Documents Records. Click on Create, select Document Request, and select the necessary action that will help you to view the relevant document. It will always start with the word View. Once you select, you can click Submit, or you can continue viewing. Under Approvers, you will see that it does not require any approval because you are just viewing the information. Once system goes live, it will have all the details in it. In this video, we will demonstrate how you may change the password. For that purpose, you will need to click on your name on the right and click Set Preferences. On the left, you will see Preferences Tasks. Select Password. Enter your old password and enter the new password, as shown on the screen. Once you updated the password, click Save. And return back to the home page.
If one of your team members has applied for leave and you have the level of authority and of access to approve that leave, for instance, if you're a line manager or a head of department or a coordinator that's acting on behalf of either of the two before mentioned, you need to go to your self-service account, click on notifications, and there you will have all the information related to the actions required for you to take. Click on the approval of annual leave, and it will take you to a window showing more details about this respective leave in terms of who applied for it, when it was submitted, what the basic information, descriptive information, attachments, comments, any basic information that was submitted by the applicant. In history, you can also see who took the initial steps, and you can approve or reject it. You may be involved in the approval line of various types of actions. One of these might be, for instance, approval of leave or approval of rejoining. Now, for today, for this part, we will be talking about the approval of documents of records. To approve various documents or actions, you need to go to notifications, click on action required, which is the latest one that's assigned to you, and it will take you directly to the window where you can find more information about document details, related links, for instance, comments, attachments, and so on. Let's say you have a rejoining confirmation to approve. You can edit the transaction if you would like to find more information about this. For instance, if you want to see when it was applied for, by whom, what type of information that they've uploaded from the very beginning. And you just click on edit the transaction as shown as follows. Click on edit the transaction, and it will take you to another tab that shows information about the person that applied for it. For instance, you can see their picture. So if you don't remember their name, if you don't associate the person with the name, it's very easy for you to find more information about that. If you want to approve the rejoining confirmation, all you have to do is click on submit. If not, you need to click on cancel. Okay, so as mentioned also on the screen right now, if you want to approve the rejoining confirmation, you can edit the transaction if you'd like to see more details, and then click on submit. In this case, we have submitted, we have approved the transaction. And as you can see, the process was completed. When deciding to promote an employee, of course, there is some documentation to be taken account of. For this, you need to first of all inform HR that you would need someone to be promoted. Promotion will be based on performance review, business requirements, merit increase, and so on and so forth. We will be seeing all these options a bit later on. So for this, you need to go to your self-service module, go to My Team, and here you will see all the team members in your department. Go to Personal and Employment and Promote. Here you will find all the respective information about the employee, basic details in terms of when the promotion will take place. Let's say you want to promote someone effectively 28th of February 2017. And here you will find two types of job details related to the position and then to payroll. First, select the position. And type in the name. If required, you can also click on Advanced to find more specific information. Search, and you will find all the positions available in the medical equipment department. Select the position that you would like to move the person into. Click on OK, and you will have a notification to do full-time or part-time, regular or temporary, and so on. Okay, click on OK. Compensation details and roles do not apply to your type of information. All you need to make sure is that you put payroll information as in cost center correctly, as well as position. Notice that under the final stage you will have current value and proposed value that will show the differences between current position and where they will be, what position they will be moving into. Click on Submit, and it will go to the next level of approvers that may include more details about compensation details, compensation information, for instance. Following either disciplinary action, a non-renewal of contract, or a performance review, an employee may be terminated. To do so in the system, please go to Navigator, then go to My Team, select the employee you'd like to take action for by clicking on Actions, Personal and Employment, and Terminate. Once you select Terminate as an option, you will have access to the types of termination in terms of reason, notification date, action. As you can see, we have death and termination. Notification date and termination date differ since they may be 1 month from each other. So notification date is when an employee is notified, informed that they will be terminated, and terminated date will be their last working day. In employer comments, you may input justification or suggestions to be taken into account by the next approval. User access can be removed immediately after termination or after an employee was notified. Rehire recommendation refers to the fact that we may or may not want to employ the same person again. If you click on Review, click on Yes, and you will be able to see all the information that you have provided. Click on Submit, and it will go to the next level of approval. Click on Yes to submit the information. If an employee is to be transferred to a different section or a different department, or even to be moved to a different city or even country, this also needs to be notified and included in its system. Please go to Navigator, My Team, select the person that you would like to transfer, Personal Employment, Transfer. Transfer date is when the effective date will be. Under transfer reason, notice that you have multiple options. And also notice that it's quite similar to promotion. So you need to input the new position if the person needs to be moved to a different team, for instance, where they would have a different cost center assigned, which is the middle column, the second column. And same goes for employment mode and payroll information. Under payroll ORG, please make sure that they are assigned the correct cost center. This detail will be also considered and verified by the HR team, and more information are going to be uploaded. Compensation details as well as roles you need to skip because they do not refer directly to you, and review will give you access to seeing the current position and proposed position. Click on submit and the information will go to the next level of approval.